Hi guys, welcome to Trading in Zone. So today, I've kind of taken an entry here on Bank Nifty thanks to my good friends. Earlier in the day, I tried to take an entry and it kind of went wrong. The reason is I was trying to buy a PE because I was looking at the support on the hourly chart to the extreme left, which you can see. I was thinking it's going to breach that level and probably test a little down. And it went and got rejected at VWAP a couple of times, which kind of made me believe that it is probably going to move down. So I actually took an entry. I wanted to buy 3 lots now, but unfortunately, I could just get only one order executed. So I'm waiting for the next move down or retrace to buy because I think the support has kicked in really well, and I think this can go and move a long way. And for this series of video, as I was mentioning, that I'm trying to show that you can make a consistent profit. The loss which you will see is also very small because this account I'm particularly keeping to show you all over a period of time as to how you can make small profits and still make a significant amount of money. So since I started making this video, I have kept my balance intact. I have not added money, I have not removed money. So whatever profits I'm showing you, that's about it. I'm not trading anything more on this account intentionally because one of my good friends has challenged me on this. So I will continue to keep you all posted, and end of the month there will be a small video which will be like a reveal in terms of how small profits can really make a good difference. I also trade on Trade Tiger. So there is an entry running on my other screen. I usually have about 3 screens which are running. I have my desktop screen, I have my TV screen which you guys are seeing right now, and as I'm placing an order here, adding 2 more lots because I wanted to get executed. The first order was also around 3 lots and around 500, which is my risk appetite, which I keep talking to you guys that if it hits 500 loss, I will get out. In fact, I was in a decent 500 600 rupees profit, but unfortunately, I was trailing it thinking that it is going to go in my favor, and I added it as the index was coming down. I didn't go one full shot into 60 sizing, which is 3 lots, technically 20 into 3. But now you can see that all the 3 lots are executed, and I need to stay very patiently until it moves because it had already showed me around 500 600 profits as you saw at the start of the video. I'm expecting a big move, and also my good friend Moinuddin on Discord mentioned that he is long on Nifty. He's a guy who follows order flow, so he's seeing a strong support, and also it's at my hourly support level on the Bank Nifty. So I'm expecting a good move. I'm expecting a move all the way to 235, which might go and hit the pivot on top, and maybe more if it continues to rally. So for here, I will try to recover that 500 odd loss and turn it into a 500 rupees profit and stop, because that's the thing which I'm trying to make in the series of these videos, saying that it's very easy. If you know your technical analysis, even if you go wrong once, like how I've gone wrong today, you can still come back and you can still make a decent profit if you understand the longer time frame support and resistance. So today it's pretty clear that the long time frame support has kicked in, and overall the market is bullish. Daily time frame, weekly time frame, everything's looking bullish, and because everything's looking bullish on the longer time frame, I'm trying to do that. Okay, so I'll exit one lot here so that it covers some amount of profit, because I've taken an entry at around 255 and 259. So the 255 one lot, I will probably try to book at least around 10 to 15 points so that I'm in some amount of profit. And once I book that profit out, maybe I will try to cover a little more on the next one. Okay, so let's see how this turns out. Expecting it to give a good reversal, and even my friends on Discord are mentioning, like Moinuddin, who's one of the good traders whom I know from pretty long period of time. He is mentioning that Nifty can easily take out the day high and move a little more. So the expectation is that the Bank Nifty also will move, because the 32,150 level, which I was mentioning yesterday, seems to be a strong support. It came down slightly, but it did not break that support. So this is definitely moving up. So let's see how this moves up. I think it will trigger my trade here. Okay, it's not triggering. I'll try to slightly pull it down now. Yeah, so I think it will trigger. Yeah, there you go, it's done. So I think I would have got around 14-15 points, which is fair. This is an entry at 159, as you can see. Hang on. So I think I'll not keep a stop loss or anything, or I'll not try to add. I'll leave it at it, because the agenda is that I continue to consistently make at least 500 rupees every single day from a trading perspective. I've kept a target at 180. It's slightly below the volatility range for the day, though I'm expecting 235. I'm keeping a target at 185 on this particular trade, and I will close. I'm expecting BNF to spike up because the setup is pretty clear. Multiple times it tested the close to day low after it moved down significantly, and now it looks like it is going to spike up significantly. But yes, the volatility is very high, especially today being a Thursday and the expiry day. The volatility will show me profit loss for quite a period of time, but I'm expecting some movement to happen shortly, and if the movement picks up, it will be a good maybe 100 150 points from a movement perspective, if at all it moves, because the day high or yesterday high is very clearly above 3,300 for BNF, and if that is true, then it is going to move all the way up till about that price, and then it might hit a rejection and there might be a correction. If it does not, I'm still expecting, at least from the options perspective, that it might test the pivot at 235 range approximately. If it breaks and if it comes down to 235 can become an entry, and it might test all the way to 300 as BNF moves up to around 32,300. That's another possibility. So you can see how my MTM is changing, though we have booked one lot out. This is moving up and down. Trying to keep a stop loss also would be very risky at times on trades like this. The reason being, they might just kick you out in no time. So even if you try to cover 2 points or 10 points, then it becomes a risky thing, because once you are not in that scalp mode to get that 500 600 rupees, and the first trade, if it goes against you, then the problem what will happen is that when you are trying to re-enter, you need to understand that you need to figure out the probability, that the probability is in your favor. So here the long time frame is definitely in my favor. BNF daily chart very clearly shows that it has gone to the all-time high, and it is right at the support at the all-time high, which was created last week, and it moved down and it's reversed back up, and it's broken that all-time high, and it's moved further up. And yesterday it has created kind of a hanging man pattern. Today it is holding the support pretty strongly, so the expectation is that the retrace will be pretty good, and the retrace will come to the support level. So it's come to the support level and then it's moved back up. Okay, and because it's holding the support for such a long period of time, there is a very high probability now that the break might happen on the upside. But the only thing is, it will test significant amount of patience. The reason I didn't edit the first part of the video where the stop loss got triggered is simply because of the same reason, because I was in trade for a very long period of time. You can see the orders there. So it didn't go in my favor and I booked the loss. I will show you my MTM screen once the profit triggers, so that we all can see that okay, I have successfully been able to complete today's trade, and I'm able to at least make sure that I make a net profit of around 500. So I need to wait until I make around 1400, so approximately I've kept a sell at around 180 because my entry is around 159, so 20 points will at least give me around 800 net profit. So far the earlier order which I've covered covers only partial amount of my losses. So let's see if this is going to go and hit my target or not, which I'm expecting to happen in a few candles. So let's hope it's all in the right direction, and it is going to go and trigger my target right over there. Okay, so let's hang on for a couple of candles and then see how it works out. So it should easily go ahead and hit the target, but the volatility, because there is no strength in the market movement, it is taking quite a bit of time. Usually post reversal within the few candles BNF moves very strong, but the entire month, this month, the volatility has been up and down, and it's very difficult to keep a steady mindset when the price does not move quickly in your direction. It keeps showing you a positive and a negative MTM every few minutes, and which makes it very difficult to trade. And at times when it spikes, it will immediately trigger your price point, and if you don't have a sell order in place, there are chances that the trade might go against your direction. Okay, so let's see, within the candle or two it can trigger, it will try to go move up till there, and then there might be again a retrace and then a move up again. So that's how the day's been. Couple of times it's gone there, it's come down, and you can see the VWAP crossover of the EMA VWAP crossover has failed. Okay, it's spiking now, it might go and hit my target very easily. Let's see. So you can see the EMA and the VWAP crossover. There you go. Target met, spiked, and retracing. So let's look at the PNL as promised. So you can see around 800 odd in terms of profit on the right hand side corner of the screen. If you can probably pause and go back and see that screen. So what I'm trying to tell you guys here is that if you go back and look at the video, the crossover failed, and that's the point which I keep telling people. You need to analyze the longer time frame and not just follow any strategy blindly. All right, take care guys, have a wonderful day. That's about it for today, and we'll catch you all up tomorrow. Bye.